Hello everyone, here is the video which gives you an explanation of the previous quiz solutions. Okay, let me clarify you the basic C programming quiz solutions in this video first, and I think you will get the participation certificate if you score more than 60% in this quiz one, and you will get cash prize of ₹10 if you are there in the top 3 responses. And I think we have to move further in this video to explain you all the quiz solutions. And please watch this video till the end if you want to know the each and every question explanation. This is the general form that I have shared with you all, right? And the basic requirements of this general form within our section 1 is we have to fill the email ID, right? I am copying this email ID and pasting over our email. And then you have to enter your mobile number. Okay, let me first give you a mobile number of 10 digits. After that, you have to enter your college name, college and graduating year 2023 or 2024 or 2025. Or you can also upload your year of pursuing graduation. That means if you are pursuing 4th year, you can give the answer is 4th or else 3rd or whatever it may be. Let me take it to the second year. Okay, full name, you have to enter your full name. Okay, this full name is all are the mandatory field, but this full name helps you to identify you in our community platform winners list. Okay, I am going to give sharing is growing. If I going to click next, see, this is the question paper, right? In this quiz one form, you have to answer each and every question, which gives you 10 points for each and every question. And at the end of this submission of the quiz, you will get a participation certificate if you score more than 60%. And if you are there in the top 3 responses of this particular quiz, you are getting a chance of winning cash prize and the mementos. Okay? And in this video, let me clarify you with all the questions and the answers. Okay, here we have the first question, right? Before moving into the solution part, let me clarify you the cash prize details. Here we are allocating cash prize of ₹10 to the top 3 responses. The cash prize of ₹10 sounds low, right? Let me clarify you. As of now, we have less than 20 subscribers. See here, my main motive is not to bargain for subscriptions without your benefit. And here we are providing basic quiz competitions to test your knowledge. And if you seems to be poor, you can get benefit from our channel videos, and we will upload the results of every quiz with an explanation after the deadline of the particular quiz. And if you think once, only for 20 subscribers I am arranging ₹10 cash prize for 3 brilliants. That means I am allocating ₹30 from my side for the top 3 responses. But once imagine, if we have 200 subscribers, it will increase us to ₹100 cash prize for 300 brilliants, and so on. Even these little amount can make you big if you make savings by testing and upgrading your knowledge. Trust me please, I really want to see your success. And I know about all the struggles, but never give up, be strong. Let us move further into the solution part. At first question, I have got this code snippet, right? Main function with assigning the values of A to 1, B to 2, C to 3. And we have some printf with some comma operator and the assignment operator. Let me copying all these questions from here, and I am pasting that question in our online C compiler. See, if I going to run this code, the output of this code is 8. So the answer of this question is 8. But we need to take a clarification on how to approach this code snippet, right? Let me give you a better understanding. Maybe the length of the video may be bigger, but the entire explanation will approach you very smoothly. Please trust me. And at first we have taken one main method, right? Within the main method, we have declared with some variables of A, B, C, right? And the data type of these particular variables is integer, okay? For all the variables A, B and C, we have a data type of int. Okay, for that, if we take a look on the storage system, let me take one Excel sheet. Okay, here we have created one A, I am taking A, B, C with the data type of integer, right? I am considering int data type for all my ABC variables. I am taking with the data type of integer for the A, B, C variables. I am assigning the values of 1, 2, 3. Let me take 1 for the A, 2 for the B and 3 for the C. Okay, this is the general allocation of integer values to the particular variables A, B, C, and here we have allocating 1 to the A, 2 to the B and 3 to the C, and we have the same thing here. Within our storage system, I am creating 3 storage systems of integer data type with A, B, C as the variable names, and I am giving the 1, 2, 3 as the values for these particular variables. Okay, after that we have printf function. Within the printf function, we have some expression here, right? We have one expression. Okay, here the expression includes comma operator, right? Here we have comma operator. That means the comma operator in C comes with the lowest precedence in the C language. Okay, the comma operator has the lowest precedence in the C language. Okay, if you want to take a quick idea on it, let me clarify you. Okay, for example, for the X variable, I am considering some values of 40, 30, 20 and 10, and I am closing it here. And for the Y variable, within a parenthesis, I am considering the same values like 40, 30, 20, 10. But here for the X variable, within all these 40, 30, 20, 10, the value assigned to the variable X will be equal to 40. It is because the equal to assignment operator has the highest priority as compared to the comma assignment operator. Okay, the equal to assignment operator has the highest precedence than the compared to comma operator, right? Thus the program will assign the variable X with a value of 40. Okay, here in this case, I think this will be allocated with 40. In the case of this second statement, the value of the Y will be equivalent to 10. It is because the values 40, 30, 20 and 10 are enclosed in the form of braces. And these braces have a highest priority as compared to this equal operator. Okay, as compared to this equal assignment operator, these braces will have the highest priority. Thus, when we provide the variable Y with multiple values using the comma operator and the braces, then the program will consider the rightmost value as the result or output of this expression. Okay, this entire expression. Thus, the program will assign variable Y with value of 10. Okay, here we have 10. Okay, this is the general thing about the comma operator. Okay, I think you have a good idea on it. Let us move back to our question. Here we have a plus equals to 3, comma 5, comma a. Let me copy this and give you a better understanding on it. If I paste it here, here we have a plus equals to 3. And I think you know about the assignment operator. Here a plus equals to 3 gives rise to, it is similarly equals to a equals to a plus 3, right? Okay, this expression of a plus equals to 3 is equals to a plus 3. Okay, that means for the first value within the braces, I am considering this a equals to a plus 3. That means here we have initially the value of a as 1, right? Initially the value of a as 1. So that I can include this value as 1, right? I am taking the value of a as 1. And the expression 1 plus 3 is equals to 4. So that the a value will be increased to 4. Okay, it will be changed to 4. Okay, within our memory. Okay, that means here we are considering the value as a equals to 4, right? A equals to 4, 5, comma A. Then what is the value of A here? If we see in our storage, here we have the value of A as 4 only, right? For that particular 4, it will be assigned here. This is the general equation we have. A equals to 4, 5, 4, right? Okay, after this, if we consider this statement, right? Equal to operator has the highest precedence than the comma operator. So that the equal to operator has the highest precedence than the comma operator here. So the A will be allocated to the value of 4 here. So entire will be changed to the A equals to 4. Okay, this entire expression will be turned as A equals to 4, right? Okay, this is the general thing. If we consider this statement, okay, I am copying it there and I am pasting it here. If we consider this statement, and here we have A plus equals to A equals to 4. That means if I going to enlarge that, A equals to A plus A equals to 4. That means here we have 4 and here we have allocated with A equals to 4. That means 4. When 4 plus 4, we can consider them as 8. So the final value of the A will be changed to 8, right? Will be turned to 8. So at the final output, we can get this value of this print statement as 8 at the console over here, right? I think you get a good idea on it. Let me remove this thing into comments and make our starting code as it is. If you see the output again, we are getting the value of 8. I think you get a good explanation on how to solve this particular problem based on the comma operator, right? Okay, let us move to the next question. And here we have a simple question of how is an array initialized in C language? The answer for this question is this option, because the array can be initialized in various ways in C language. But if you cross over these options, here this is an initialization of array by using new operator, right? It is not supported in the C language, but this is an initialization of array in Java programming language. So we can neglect this option. And here we are not considering the array. Okay, here we are taking just a variable of A and we are allocating 3 values within the curly braces, and this is also a wrong option. And if you take a look over it, we have done initialization of array with int A. Within the parenthesis we have declared the size, but the general thing is we should not declare the size of the array within the parenthesis. We should declare the size of the array within the square brackets like this, and we can give the values to this particular array of A like 1, 2, 3, 4 like this within the curly braces with an and terminator. Okay, and in the next question we have, in the C language the constant is defined anywhere but starting on a new line. Generally the constant is a value that cannot be changed during program execution. It is fixed one. That means in C language a number or character or string of characters is called a constant, and it can be of any type, any data type. Sometimes constants are also called as literals, right? And we can define those constants anywhere in the program, but we have to start defining the constants on a new line. And the next question, which of the following is not a valid C variable name? If you take a look on general rules for naming variables, names can contain letters, digits and underscores, but the names should begin with a letter or an underscore only. See here, this is the letter and this is a letter and this is a letter, but here we are starting the variable name with dollar symbol. It is not a valid C variable name, so we can choose this option, right? Let us move to the next question. Okay, this is the code snippet. Let me copy this entire code snippet from here, and I want to execute that in our online C compiler. Let us run our code. Okay, if I going to run this, see here we are having the output with infinite times of sharing is growing. Okay, it will be displayed me with sharing is growing infinite times. See, it is never stopped. Okay, so the output of this particular program is, I am stopping it here. The output of this particular program is infinite times sharing is growing. So here we have to mark this option as the solution for this particular code snippet. Let me clarify you with explanation. Okay, here we are allocating with an integer variable of I. Okay, in our system, in our storage system, let me take one integer with a value of I. After that, we have for loop. Okay, we have for loop. Okay, within the for loop, we have one initialization, condition, and the updation. Okay, we have these three segments separated by a terminator, right? Here I am initializing the I value as 1. Okay, I am increasing my I value, initializing my I value to 1. Okay, the variable I will be allocated with a value of 1 in this case. Okay, now we have to check the condition. Okay, if the condition true, it will be entered into the for loop statements, right? Here we are considering the I with 1. If we remove this, replace the I with 1, the condition becomes 1 not equals to 10. Okay, obviously the 1 is not equals to 10. Here the condition satisfies, that means the condition false when I value becomes 10. That means if 10 not equals to 10, it becomes false. Rather than that, all the remaining values of the I will be considered as the true. For example, 1 not equals to 10. Obviously it is true. So this entire statement returns 1 as the value. So we can say that the condition met true. Okay. After the condition true, go to the for loop and it will execute printf sharing is growing for the first time. Okay, it will execute printf for sharing is growing for the first time. And after that we have to update the value of the I. Okay, if we update the value of I am updating my value to the I plus equals to 2. That means we can also consider this I equals to I plus 2. Okay, this whole expression will be equal to this expression. Okay, that means here we are considering 1 plus 2, right? We are changing the value of I to 3. That means here we are changing it to 3. Okay, that means we are updating the value of I to 3, right? Okay, here we are updating the value of I to 3. So after that you can check the condition. 3 not equals to 10. Okay, it is true. And we can execute the sharing is growing once again, 2 times. And after that, update the I value again. Now the I value will be increased to 3 plus 2, 5. And update I am updating my value in the storage as 5. See here, if you check the condition, 5 not equals to 10. It is also true. So we can execute this sharing is growing again. Right? We can execute this again. Now update the I value again. Now we can update the I value with 2. That means 5 plus 2 we have 7 in this case. I am updating my value of I with 7. If you check the condition, 7 not equals to 10. Again it is true. And we can also execute this sharing is growing again. I am increasing my I value again. My I value becomes 9 which is 7 plus 2. And I am increasing my value of I to 9. Okay. And it is printed me with sharing is growing again. And now I am also increasing my I value to 2. Here recently we have 9. If we increase the value of I to 2, it becomes 9 plus 2, 11. That means if we check the condition, it is true again because 11 is not equals to 10. But the thing that we need to keep in mind is here we are crossing the value of 10. That means we will not met this condition even though if you increase this I value infinite times. That means we cannot met this condition because we are increasing the I value with 2. That means we cannot get the number of 10 to the I. Okay, anywhere because 10 is an even number and we are making the changes to the I value for only odd numbers by increasing of 2, so that we will never meet this condition in this program. So every time the expression returns true only, so we can execute this print statements infinite times. Here we can neglect this getChar function. Basically this getChar function is used to take the input of a single character from the standard input stream present in the stdin library. Okay, and if I make it in the comments, we will get the same result. See, if I going to run this code, see, we can get the output as infinite times with sharing is growing. Okay, until I stops the execution. Okay, and we can get into next question. And another code snippet we have. I am copying it here and I am pasting over it here. Okay, if I going to execute this program, we will get the output as a equals to -10 and b equals to 9. Okay, if I going to choose the option, here we have a equals to -10 and b equals to 9. This is the valid option for this question. Let me give you a clarification. Here we are considering the values of a and b equals to 10. That means we are not assigned any value to the, we are not initialized with any value to a, but we are assigning the value of 10 to the b. That means by going to our memory, I am taking integer, 2 integer storages with variable names a, comma b, and I am giving my b value as 10, right? I am giving my b value as 10. Here, if you see carefully, here we have expression of b minus minus. Okay, let me consider this b minus minus. Okay, b minus minus. That means here we have the value of b with 10. That means 10 minus minus. What is 10 minus minus? 10 minus minus is a decrement operator, which is postfix decrement operator. That means the value of the 10 minus minus will be changed to the next line. That means here the value of the 10 minus minus will be as it is like this. But if you use this same variable in the next line of the code, you can get the value of the b as 9, which will be decremented by the 1. For example, let me give you a small overview on increment and decrement operators. If I have the 10 minus minus like this, okay, that means the value of this 10 minus minus, for example, I am allocating my variable a, okay, for the variable b, I am giving my value of the 10 value as 10 minus minus. That means it is not updated here. Okay, if I use this same b value in the next line, okay, if I use this same b value in the next line, that means if I going to have my printf, I can have this %d and with value of b. In this statement, the value is startingly assigned with 10 minus minus, right? That means here we have the b value as 10 only, but the 10 minus minus operator will be useful to the next b statements. But that means here we are having the output as 9. Okay, it will be decreased to 1 in the next line of the code. For example, if I have the minus 10 here and I am printing it here b, that means the minus 10 is the prefix decrement operator. That means when we use this minus before the value, that means here we are decreasing the value of 10 by 1. That means here we get the output as, we are allocating the value of b as 9 only, here only. We are allocating the value of b with 9 here only. And in the next line of the code, we can get the same 9. Okay, this is the difference between the postfix decrement operator and the prefix decrement operator. Okay, and if you see the same scenario in our code, here we have 10 minus minus, right? 10 minus minus, right? This b minus minus is similarly equal to 10 minus minus. Okay, for that 10 minus minus, we have the value as 10. Okay, that means we are allocating the minus 10. Okay, for the entire thing with the minus sign, we can allocate the a value as minus 10. Within our system, if I going to have this, I am assigning my value to -10 here. If I go to this thing, but here if we have, when we are printing these statements, here we have a equals to %d, b equal to %d. But for this a we have direct value of -10. But when I am going to decrement this b by minus by using the postfix operator, for the next line of the code it is changed to 9. Okay, for the next b value it will be changed to 9. So that here if I use this b value, I will get the 9 as the output, same like this. Okay, we are allocating the a with -10 as it is like this. Here we have a with -10, and if I going to have this b with 9, in our storage system we have b with 9. Okay, this is the general explanation of this particular code snippet. And let me move on to the next question. We have this code. Let me copying it from here. I am copying it from here, and I am pasting over it here. If I am going to run this program, we will get the output as 5 and 8. Okay, that means the option 5 and 8 is the correct answer. Let me give you an explanation of that. At start we are giving the value of the a. We have a, b and c there, which are integer data types. Int. Okay, we don't have c, we have t. Okay, we have t. Okay, at first for this a, I am initializing my value with 8 and b with 5. Okay, for the a, I am giving 8 and b with 5. But for the t, I am giving my value as a. That means if you see the value of the a as 8, and I am also making my t to the a, which is replaced with 8. Okay, as we have 8 as the value in our a variable, right? If I go to the next line, here we have again a equals to b. That means within the a we have b, right? Within the a we have b. But what is the value in the b? 5. As it is an integer data type, we can only store the integer values. For the b, we have 5. So we can update this to 5. Okay. And for the next line, we have b equals to t. If I going to have, within the b, I am changing it to t. Okay. But as it is an integer data type, we have to store only integer values. What we have the value in the t? We have 8. So we can have 8 here. Okay. In the print statement, we have to print the values of a and the b here. For that, what are the values of a and b? A have 5, b has 8. Okay. For the output, we have a equals to 5 and 8 in the console. Okay. And for the next question, if I'm moving here, let me copying it here, and I am pasting over it here. Okay, if I go into print or run this output, we have some error like this, redefinition of y. That is a compilation error. Okay, if I going to have our output, here we have compile time error, as we have defined the value variable y 2 times, but we can change the value of the y. For example, I am removing this int here. We can change the value of y. For example, at start we have int y equals to 22 and 23, and in the next line I am diminished it with 22. For example, if I have in our console, I have the y with an integer. At first I am giving my value as 2223, and in the next line for the same y I am changing it to 22. So this entire 23 will be replaced with 22. Okay, but once we have initialized with the 2023, if we want to create the same variable with y, it does not exist in the C programming. This entire thing will not be considered in the C programming, and it will throw in compile time error. So the answer here is compile time error. And in the next question, we have the C source file is processed by the compiler. Okay, the answer is compiler. For the processing of the C source file, we does not need any assembler or interpreter. Okay, for the just processing of the C file, C source file, we just only need this compiler only. That means C compiler is a converter. That means it converts the C source code into the machine code that can be executed by the computer's processor. Okay. And the next one, we have question related to the keywords. How many keywords are there in C language? Generally in C language we have 32 keywords. Okay, we have 32 keywords. If you want to take a look on all those 32 keywords, let me give you a slide over on it. See here. These are all the 32 keywords in the C programming language. Okay, these are all considered as the keywords in the C programming language. And if I want to submit the response, I am going to submit here. After submitting, I have displayed with one message, thank you for your participation. We will notify you if you are the winner, and we will send you the rewards and certificates if you pass the exam. Okay, you can visit our channel playlist and you can have all these playlists. You can learn anything from these playlists. We have the playlist for the HTML entire course free, CSS entire course for free. We have web page creation using HTML and CSS. Please look over all these videos. And we have only 24 subscribers. I'm not expecting any subscribers. I'm just expecting some sharing of knowledge. That means you need to have something from this channel. That is I need. I don't ask for any subscriptions or any promotions. I just need your success. I just need your skills. I just need your review of learning something from our channel. Okay.